Hi, everybody. Here we are. It's time for our weekly story. I hope everybody's doing well. Last week we had a little replay. I hope everybody enjoyed that story. With all the weather and such, with the cold, and we decided to do a little replay. But that was a fun little story, and I hope everybody enjoyed about the pets and the animal shelter. But today we have a new story. So let's get in today. It's Pigeon Needs a Bath. I Do Not by Willems. Hi, I don't know if you've noticed, but the pigeon is filthy. So I could use your help because the pigeon needs a bath. That isn't a matter of opinion. What a kidder. I don't really need a bath. I took one last month. I think it was last month. Clean, dirty, they're just words, right? I feel clean. Maybe you need a bath. Yeah, when was the last time you had a bath? Oh, that was pretty recently. Life is so short. Why waste it on unimportant things like taking a bath? What smell? I don't smell anything. And if I do, it's a very normal smell for a pigeon. You know, in some places, it is impolite to bathe. Bzz, bzz. All of these flies buzzing around me are purely coincidental. P.U. Yuck. Let's get out of here. Take a bath, dude. Okay, fine. If it means so much to you, I'll take a bath. Whoa. I'm not going to like this one bit. The water is too hot, too cold, too deep, not deep enough. Ooh, too lukewarm, too hot, too cold. No, it's not hot enough again. Oh, too wet. Oh, it's too cold, too reflective. Not enough toys. Too many toys. That it's still too hot. Well, I guess this is okay. Splash! Hey, this is fun. Wash, 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 washy. I love bubbles. Look at my wrinkly toes. La la la, singing in the tub. This is the life. Hello, hello. How are you? I'm fine. I'm a fish. I'm a fish. 10 hours later, can I stay in the tub forever? And that is Pigeon needs a bath. That's our little story for today, folks. You may have seen some of your kids with similar antics around bath time. Kids go through different phases with bathing. Now, as infants, bathing is not necessary to be done every day. It can actually dry out their skin. And kids who have eczema, and we did a video and a story about eczema a couple of weeks ago. And that can actually worsen the children's eczema with a daily bathing, particularly the little ones. And this can actually apply to the older kids that have eczema. But the kids that don't have eczema, you may see some of these behaviors where they're not wanting to bathe on a regular basis, or you find out that they go in school age kids, they're able to take a bath by themselves. You find out that they've been turning on the shower, but actually not getting in the shower. That does happen. This is not unusual. Um, with bath time, we want to make sure, first of all, it's safe, and depending on the age of the child, whether they can bathe on their own or not. It's a good idea to keep an eye on the little ones. Of course, mom, dad, you do not leave your child alone with your infant, your toddler, your young child in the bathroom alone with running water. For your school age kids, you may have to keep an eye, check up on them, make sure they are taking a bath, because this is the time when the kids all of a sudden don't want to take a bath. And then your teenagers, of course, they do need their privacy. Their bodies are changing, and it is important for them to maintain their cleanliness. So there's different phases of bathing and cooperative behavior with bathing, but make it a fun time, whether it's your infant, whether it's your school age child, and part of the adolescence, just like, hey, this is your routine. Once you establish that routine and that the kids know this is time for bath, they will become much more likely to engage in their bathing practices on a regular basis. Teenagers, you usually don't have as much trouble getting them in the bath. Sometimes they're bathing too much because they are very self-conscious of their appearance, their hair. They want to look good for their friends and classmates. So they may be taking baths very frequently. So most of the time you don't have to worry about the teenagers getting into the tub and shower. But sometimes you may. We've had kids that, particularly those that play sports, body odor issues, things like that, maintaining cleanliness. School age kids is kind of where you run into a little bit of trouble getting them into the bathroom a bit more consistently, but establishing that routine of bathing as an infant, toddler, they will continue on. They still do need supervision. Make sure they have the appropriate items that they need. Do they have their soap? Do they have their shampoo? Do they have a washcloth to be able to clean themselves? Do they have a towel? Make sure everything is get the kids, make sure they have gathered all their items that they need for their bath. And you may need to help them set up the water, but, teach them to be a little bit of independence is key, but you still need to keep an eye on them. We want them to have appropriate hygiene. And that includes their teeth, okay? So brushing teeth also goes in with the bathing. Unlike the little pigeon there, he didn't want to get in the tub, but then afterwards he realized it was kind of fun and he liked staying in there. And once you get a good schedule, a good routine going, the bathing does improve. Now, those kids that have some skin issues, then we got to follow our dermatology recommendations so we don't exacerbate skin issues. But for most kids, bathing is something they need to do on a regular basis. If you're noticing your child maybe having some body odor, I can usually address this with the kids. I know sometimes they don't want to hear about their body issues, but it's better if it comes from me, right? Because they don't want their other kids at school to start making fun of them because of their hygiene practices. So sometimes, I will address kids in their hygiene so we can make sure they don't have any social issues at school regarding bathing. Now, understand, getting your kids to be involved with the process at a young age will make a big difference as they get older. So bathing is very important, not just for pigeons, it's for kids too. And so we want to make sure that your kids are doing it properly and safely. Please make sure that it's a safe environment. Don't leave your infants, toddlers, young children in the bathroom by themselves. They can easily fall, drown, and we don't want that, obviously. We don't want kids to be injured. Bath time should be fun. And develop your little routine with song and dance, play for a while in the tub. That's okay. Enjoy bath time. It should be enjoyable. So say this little story for your kiddos that don't want to take a bath and let them know about the dirty pigeon and the flies. So that didn't go over well. So the flies, we don't want the flies on the kids either. So we hope everybody enjoys their rest of their week, and we will see you next week. All right? Bye-bye.